Start with shoulder shrugs, going forwards, then backwards. Next, do some gentle head rolls, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. Next, with your left hand, grab your right elbow and pull that elbow back, then switch. Next is reach behind. Take the right hand over the right shoulder and the left hand behind and try to connect the hands. Then switch. Bring the palms behind the head. Active child, the elbows back. Pull the arms over the head, mini back bend. Exhale, bring the head down towards the mat, arms to the sides. Inhale, back up, dynamic, do a few times. Active child, pull the hands over the head, mini back bend. Bring the head down towards the mat and bring the arms back. Dynamic, do a few times. Inhale when you come up, exhale as you come down. Interlace the fingers behind the back and forward fold, bringing the crown of the head towards the mat. Come back up and lean back just a little for a mini back bend, opening the chest. Next, come into tabletop onto the hands and knees, arching the back into cat, calming down into child's pose. For the next shoulder stretch, you're going to externally rotate the shoulder blades, push your chest down into the mat, at the same time pushing it up. Coming up into cat pose, coming back down into child's pose. Coming into tabletop, we're going to tabletop reach behind. Take the hand, reach it behind the back and look over the shoulder. Repeat and do the opposite side. Next, we're going to come into down dog, pressing through the knuckles, through the heels, lengthening the spine. Inhale, bring the right heel to the sky, step in between the two hands. For this hip opener, you're going to exhale, bring the right knee down towards the mat. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, bring the right knee down. Inhale, bring it back in. On the third time, hold. Let the right knee hover over the mat. You can always bring the left leg down onto the mat if you need. Coming into low lunge, bring the left knee down. Bring the torso up and sweep the arms overhead, coming into a mini back bend. Slowly bring the hands back down to your sides. Inhale, sweep the left arm up overhead. Exhale, shift towards your right side. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale, bring the right arm up overhead. Exhale, shift towards your left side. Exhale, slowly bring the hands down to the mat. Bring the right foot back, chaturanga or yoga push-up. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, into downward facing dog. Repeat left side. Inhale, left heel to sky. Exhale, step in between the two hands. Knee to mat, hip opener, bring the knee down towards the mat. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, bring the knee down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring the knee down. Let it hover over the mat and hold. Drop the right knee onto the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, mini back bend. Exhale, bring the arms back to the sides. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, shift to your left side, sinking the hip into the mat. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale towards your right side, sinking the hip into the mat. Bring your hands to the mat, step your left foot back and come into downward dog, pressing through the knuckles and down through your heels, lengthening the spine. Bring the belly button in towards your spine. Externally rotate the shoulders, tailbone to sky. Slowly walk the feet up to the hands and come into yogi squat. Pressing down through the soles of the feet or lifting onto the tippy toes. Bring the hands together to heart. Press your elbow into your knees. As you inhale, push your knees open. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, press your knees open with your elbows. Exhale, come back to center. After 10 breaths, push your knees open with your elbows and hold for 5 breaths. Bring your hands down to the mat and lift the tailbone. Exhale, bring the tailbone back down towards the mat. Inhale, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, bring the tailbone back to the mat. Do a few more of these dynamic tailbone lifts, feeling your hamstrings lengthening and becoming looser. Come to sit down on your mat and slowly bring yourself onto your back. Lift your feet overhead, straightening the knees as much as you can. Press through the heels, feeling the hamstrings stretching. Lift the heels a little higher by activating the core and bringing the feet in. Exhale and slowly bring the feet back down and come to a seated position.